A while back I did a video on one of my favorite movie guns, the Colt Model 1903 Pocket Hammerless. Today, I've got that gun's younger but bigger brother, the 1911. Stick around. Now this specific 1911 I've got today is a Springfield Armory 1911 A1. I'm going to show you some close-ups of this 1911. We'll do a little bit of disassembly and we're going to shoot it at a target that I've got set up about 7 yards away, just to see how my accuracy compares with a 1911 versus a gun that I normally carry, this Glock 19. So let's get started. So here it is, the Model 1911 A1 from Springfield Armory. I'll go ahead and show you that it is unloaded and we are clear. So any type of handling I'm doing right now, completely safe. The bullets are way over there and I don't think they're going to sneak in. So it's pretty cool little 1911. We've got, from everything I can tell, it's modeled after the 1911 A1 from Colt. We've got plastic side panels here. Everything seems, work just fine. Got a little half cock, which, to be honest, I don't know that I'd ever use a half cock on the 1911. Just cock and lock it. But still, pretty cool gun. And again, this is the first time I've shot 1911. My shots earlier were going left, not really that low, but they were going left. So I do need some work on my aim here. This is the target that we're about to be shooting at. Whoop, way over there. The gun that we're going to be comparing it to when it comes to shooting that target is my Glock 19. Again, clear, no magazine. Magazine's way over there. I don't think it's going to sneak in. Here the two of them are right next to each other. This is more for you guys who have, not shot a 1911 before, because I had no gauge for size other than, picking one up in a store. And I'm really hesitant about asking to hold multiple guns in the store just to get size comparisons like this. So this is what we've held out for. So again, the Glock 19, meant to be sort of a compact gun anyway, and we can see compared directly against a full-size 1911, it is very much so compact in both height and overall length. So let's take some shots with these and see how we do. So we're going to be shooting this Fiocchi 230 grain, just ball ammo. And we're going to do 5 shots out of the 1911 and then 5 shots out of the Glock 19. I've got a feeling I can shoot the Glock better just because I've shot it more, but as those of you who have watched some of my pistol videos before, I'm not a great shot either way. But for someone who's only shot 10 rounds out of this gun, and this is about to be 15, we'll see how it goes. Ooh, got a little hammer bite there. Like I said, kind of all over the place there. But we did get one in the 10 ring, a couple in the 9, and then a couple guys we're not going to talk about. So 5 out of the 1911, now 5 out of the Glock. This is just Blazer brass, again, just regular ball ammo. All those grouped a little low and left as well there, huh? But they, looks like they mostly stayed in the 9, some dipped out into the 8. But let's take a closer look and see how we did. So I know this one came from the 1911. Looks like we grouped up a good bit of the 9mm right here. Looks like maybe one next to the other there, another here. Either way, you got a guy that's smaller than a chest really, but 7 yards, it'll hit a little low and left for me. And that's because, I don't shoot the Glock enough, and this is my first time shooting the 1911. We're gonna try to hit an apple juice bottle filled with water. Got it cocked and locked. So we're gonna unlock that. Got 5 rounds loaded. Hopefully I can hit it in 5. Let's see. There we go. Ah, only took 4. Now there are already a ton of videos you could watch online on how to take one of these apart, but since I've got it here, I'll show you as well. Again, no magazine. We are clear. And you want to make sure, whenever you're doing this yourself, that you are in fact clear, okay? All right, because the first thing we're going to be doing is working up here around the muzzle. So right here, we got a little button that depresses, right? Once that's pressed in, you're going to rotate this piece around, and that pulls out. Next step is to get our slide lock out. You'll see that you've got on one side it sort of protrudes like a button. So we'll cock the hammer, pull back the slide, and we have 2 cutouts here. This is where the actual slide lock engages to lock the slide, and this little crescent here is what we're going to line up right there. And we'll be able to push our slide stop out. And that allows us to remove our slide from the frame. Now we can take out our spring, pull our barrel back. We're going to rotate this piece around now to pull it off and remove our barrel. Putting it back together is, it's everything but in reverse, but it is a little more difficult because this is where our slide lock engages with the barrel to keep it from moving around. And you see how much play that we have here? That's a little difficult to get to stay in this position when you're putting everything back in. But we're going to try. See, it's already moved over. Push our barrel in, move this up. I'm going to put this end piece back in. Again, it's just everything but in reverse. Our spring and our guide rod also go in. You'll see too that this is sort of notched out at the bottom. That's the side that faces toward the barrel. Okay, I'm going to push in like so. And now we'll slide our frame back on. But again, we need to make sure that this is standing up. And now we just have to line up our holes and hope that everything stays in place. It's easier to do this, in some steps it's easier to do this holding the gun upside down. This step I've actually found no easy way to do it. It's kind of a pain either way. But let's see if we can get this in first try. Looks like it did. Let's see. All right, it engaged it. Cool. Get this piece back over the edge. And you want to make sure your finger doesn't slip or that piece is going to go flying. Rotate back around. And we're good to go. Well guys, like always, I want to thank you for coming out to the farm with me today and checking out on how I'm doing. It's been hot. It's been very hot, very humid, so I've got to come out here. Plan to be here before 8 to shoot these, but by the time I'm out of here, I'm already drenched in sweat, and humidity is, over 80%, 90%. So I don't get to come out here as much as I usually am in the fall and spring, but it's nice to be out and making these videos. Thanks for stopping by. If you're not already, follow us on Instagram. It's @YonderOak. Instagram's been kind of weird lately. They've been limiting my reach because I post pictures of these. And, I guess we can't do that anymore. So I do need you to follow me there if you want to see what's going on there, because apparently they've made it where I won't just show up based on hashtags, based on interest. They're really trying to limit that stuff. So yeah, if you'll follow there, that'd be great. It's at Yonder Oak, again, same as the channel name here. I do post some behind the scenes pictures. I post other photos of firearms and cooking videos, cooking slideshows as well, and other short form content that doesn't make its way over here. Thanks again for stopping by.